Hi everyone, I'm Mackenzie Simoneau, and this is Newton's 3 Laws. This is my lab project for my Physics 101 class, and the date is December 2nd, 2019. We're going to start with Newton's first law. Newton's first law states, every object continues in a state of rest or of uniform speed in a straight line unless acted on by a non-zero net force. Let's use this chair as an example. The chair obviously can't move on its own, so it stays in a uniform state of rest. Unless I come in as a non-zero net force and push the chair, making it move. And as long as I keep pushing the chair, it will keep moving. But if I'm not touching the chair, it's not going to move. Now, let's use this softball as an example. The ball can't move on its own either, so it would stay at a state of rest unless a non-zero net force came and acted upon it. If I rolled the softball, it would stay rolling at a uniform speed. Now obviously the ball stopped because it hit the chair. But if we were in an environment, say space, where gravity and friction weren't a thing, and I rolled the softball across the floor, it would keep rolling at the same speed and in a straight line off into the distance for infinity. Newton's second law of motion states that the acceleration produced by a net force on an object is directly proportional to the net force in the same direction and is inversely proportional to the mass of the object. In the first demonstration, 2 water bottles of different masses are thrown across the room. The water bottle with more water went farther than the water bottle with less water. In the second demonstration, you can see that it is easier for me to push the desk with no one in it than it is for me to push the desk with one of my friends in it. This is because the mass in the desk from my friend is greater than the other. Newton's third law of motion states that whenever one object exerts a force on a second object, the second object exerts an equal amount of force on the first. As I drop the book onto the bungee chair pushes back up on the book and brings it back up into my hands. Here you can see that when I drop the ball on the floor exerts a force back up on the ball, pushing it back up into the air. In conclusion, Newton's first law states that every object stays at rest or in motion unless acted on by another force. His second law basically states that the more massive an object, the harder it is to move, and the lighter an object is, the easier it is to move. And his third law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed.